We're live. Okay.
We're live. That was weird.
Yeah, I've never traffic. Like, what does that have to do with us? Like, if there's a lot of
I
people.
don't know. Everybody's trying to use StreamYard right now. I don't know. What's everybody doing with StreamYard?
Maybe because it's like 12 o'clock, but I've been streaming at 12 o'clock forever. Just got the notification we're live. But and I've never had.
This is like the normal time for us.
Yeah, like 12 o'clock was like I don't know.
So we both have to drink. We should be cheersing each other if we're drinking at the same time.
What are you drinking? I'm drinking water.
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking.
It's clearly not water. What is it?
So I made a little caipirinha, which is a Brazilian cocktail.
I've never
had that they're famous for in Brazil. It's kind of like a margarita.
Okay.
But it's not tequila. It is not rum. It's cachaça.
Okay.
And I don't really know what cachaça is, except it's a little bit like tequila.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what it's made from. I think it's maybe made from some kind of sugar cane, but like that's the name of the liquor. Like tequila, rum, cachaça. Oh, what's that?
So it's like it's a Brazilian margarita made of Brazilian tequila?
Yes, except it's not tequila. It's cachaça.
Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
The brand is 51 or something that I use. It's, like you got Jose Cuervo tequila.
Yeah.
It's 51 cachaça. I don't know. But it's lime, right? Lime juice, brown sugar.
All right.
And this cachaça liquor. So, but yeah, it's basically, I mean, the people in Brazil will kill me for saying this probably, but it's a Brazilian margarita.
Yeah.
Like, if I could, tequila is a little bit hard to find here.
Okay.
Probably because we have cachaça.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I would be making a margarita if I could find like tequila that didn't scare me.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm drinking. All right. Is anybody here yet? No, it's just us.
Maddie Dawson.
So, at the risk of making Maddie Dawson angry and leaving a comment.
She loves you. She loves you. Just like don't get mad at me, please. Okay, no more.
All right. So I'm guessing that her style of writing is just not for you.
So I love like a peppy, like, woo, everywhere. Like, I love that. I feel like I try to be that, like, great. She's just kind of annoying and like I don't know how couples they've been together for 4 years. Why haven't they discussed children and why he doesn't want to have kids and his trauma from the burning and like it's been 4 years. You should have talked about this already. Maybe I don't know how actual relationships work, but maybe that's normal. I don't think it. I would hope it isn't. And then, but that's doable. I feel like that'll get worked out. We'll figure it out.
Well, that definitely gets worked out.
But this woman that's introduced that has the 8-year-old, I don't like her. And is she supposed to be unlikable?
I think so. I mean,
okay.
She's like selfish and self-centered and really not a great mom at all.
Okay, good. So I thought she was like a good mom and like a good character.
No. She does not end up being the hero of this story.
Good. I'm glad. I'm really glad because she's just like I'm like I get wanting to be someone else outside of motherhood. And I get like being selfish is okay, but like you chose to have this child and now you're punishing her by existing, and I'm like, I don't like you. So
it becomes much worse. Like you're just like, please, seriously, this can't be happening. Yeah.
Okay, good. So I'm not good that she becomes worse, but good that we don't like her. And I can are we empathizing with her? I'm assuming because you said that, then they're going to end up adopting the child.
I'm not saying in case you do keep reading. I couldn't see you. I had to make you bigger. I felt like I was doing Sorry, is it okay that I made you bigger?
No, you're good. No, you're good. I'm exacting it, but you're good.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
what was
she's
I
not
gonna say?
likable, and I'm not gonna tell you if they adopt I can't remember the little girl's name. That little girl is, like, one of my favorite characters in
She
all the
I like a lot, and
yeah,
she feels like May's child, kind of like I like very just a lot of questions being asked, questions that really shouldn't be asked, and like I don't know, I like that she's like they went like asking her mom like why I don't know why you're leaving and all that kind of stuff and stuff like that. Like I don't know, like it really isn't. I guess her mom. I don't know. Her mom allows her to ask those questions without like getting really angry, but she does. I don't know. She's able to ask those questions, right? She's able to ask the questions of like, so are you like why like I think there's something wrong with you for leaving me,
right.
and I think that's interesting that her mom doesn't like get mad at her asking those questions. So far, she hasn't, but
No, she doesn't. Nobody see like, she's a very like, she's just a sweet kid, right? And I also love that she feels comfortable enough and confident enough to be really, like, asking these serious questions.
yeah, uh,
And yet at the same time, she is just a little girl, you know?
yeah,
Like, afraid that she's gonna be, like, alone, like, afraid that her mom is gonna just, like, leave
yeah,
her and never come back.
yeah, uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I
So,
don't, I
yeah,
don't
I mean, look, this is not dark romance.
know. No, it's not. It's not. And
This is not cozy mystery.
I,
This is, yeah, she's
I,
and I will say, so Marnie is
so,
way optimistic.
yeah, and
Like, she's optimistic on drugs in this book, right?
yes, and I had thought like the thing is it's not just like oh like a light I believe in fate or like a light like everything work out. It's like that's her religion. Like she's a I would say she's
True
almost a
believer.
witch.
She's like a true believer in, like,
Yeah,
the magic of happiness.
and that sounds good on the surface, but it is portrayed in the book I think as a religion, and I
Yeah.
don't like reading that kind of thing. So like I don't even I'm Christian. I don't even like reading Christian fiction because it makes me uncomfortable that these characters are. I don't know. It just weirds me out. So like, I don't think I don't know. I don't like that element. I just if she was like everything will work out, it's fine. But
Well,
she's like,
funny that you think of it as a religious thing, because I didn't think that at all.
okay, it's it it's not just like I've read books where there's like a magical realism. I guess like there's like a little bit of magic in a book. Like the main character in a series sees their dead father, and when they start falling in love, they see their dead father talking to them, and it's just like a little twinkle of it. But this book dives into her. That's like her like core mantra in life is like everything. Like it's just it becomes a thing of like her friend was a witch and she took on her friend's life like not magically but she took on like what her friend wanted to do, and so I think that it isn't just portrayed as like a little thing like it's our world but it's literally magical. It's like it's our world but the girl believes totally 100% in fate and the universe, and
Yeah.
that feels like it feels like a religion. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get that with the whole, like, universe thing. Like, she does
Yeah.
believe in fate and the universe,
Mhm.
which is interesting because as the book goes on, like, it's not a happy book, really.
Okay.
Like, there's not it's not "Oh, everything goes perfectly for her" kind of book.
Okay.
So, it is interesting in that sense that you do see her character progression. Whereas at the beginning, everything is like light and love and sparkles and magic everywhere. And oh, there's babies everywhere. And I'm going to have a baby and everything's going to be great.
Yeah.
And then as that is not how it all works out, you see her going through this like, what is going on? Like, what do I really like? It is interesting because so I guess like my comment to you earlier was like, oh no, this is how the book is all the way through. And it is, and
Mhm.
yet she is not happy, go lucky, magic sparkles all the way through.
Okay. I might have to continue then because I want to know a little bit more. I guess I have to continue a little bit.
It does get quite sad.
Okay. That's good to know because I was expecting not like a bubbly women's fiction, but
No,
like a life will like I don't know. Just a general women's fiction and it was going to get like really like it was going to be good. And it was going to be like happy good, I mean.
easy. Like it starts off being like, I can't handle this woman. She's too happy.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
Right. She's totally baby crazy at the beginning.
Yeah, and she keeps texting him, and I'm like, he doesn't want a kid. Like, I feel like if I was Patrick, I'd be like, girl, stop. Like, this is annoying. Like, we need to talk about more if we're gonna have a kid or not. And like, what happens? Where like, there's a possibility that she might be pregnant, and like, he doesn't want it, but she's okay with it. And like, why did they like talk about that more and like go get Plan B? Like, say, hey, I don't want a kid, and now you're gonna have a kid that I don't want. Like, you shouldn't do that. Like, let's.
I mean, this is the whole thing, right? Like when women get pregnant, like what do everybody's involved,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
If you're taking precautions and women get pregnant, like it's like the deed is done.
yeah,
So part of it is, okay, Patrick, if you don't want to get someone pregnant, if you don't want to have babies, Patrick, there are things you can do.
yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So like if you're Patrick and you really are adamant, no babies.
yeah. You
Well,
could have solved that problem yourself. Yeah, and it just seems
you're
so like,
like, well, maybe, whatever, I don't really care.
yeah,
Then this is what happens.
yeah. And I just don't get how like they're just not talking about these things. Like they have this serious conversation. I want children. I don't. Okay, let's go home and have a bath. Okay, let's go home and like chill. And I'm
Right.
like, is that like a sweet thing? Like they're in a relationship no matter what, or is that like a strange thing? Is it like they're so uncompatible? Like they
They
don't.
seems completely incompatible, right?
Yes, but it's like, is that sweet that like you can be in love with someone even if like
I
you're
mean,
two different,
try
or when you meet someone that you kind of have a connection with, but you don't like align with their personality, you choose to like try to find someone else. I
the
don't. I don't.
story of how they met and fell in love and got together is in a whole different book. Which
Damn it! I want to see that.
and I didn't realize that until I like read the other book. And I was like, why do I know these characters? And then I read the like blurb thing and I was like, this is Marnie and Patrick and Blix, right? These are from this other book that I read. And
So
I
this
didn't read them
isn't.
in order even. I like read them like all mixed up. I didn't realize that there was a prequel.
But
Or
is it?
I don't know which book came out first,
It's
but
not listed as a series, is it? On Goodreads,
no.
it's a series. What book is that?
Uh, I'm gonna look it up. Here, let's say hi to Mika while I'm looking this up.
I
It
mean,
is hang
we are
on.
talking about Maddie Dawson because I started one last night.
Mika's like, what the heck are they talking about? Who's Patrick? Who's Marty?
We're not talking about Legacy.
Why is this not
We're
working?
talking about something else. I don't know. We're talking about Maddie Dawson.
We're talking about Maddie Dawson. Um, okay, it's not matchmaking for beginners. It might be a piece of normal. Hang on, let me look. Nope, it's not a piece of normal. Is it matchmaking for beginners? Yeah, it's matchmaking for beginners.
Okay.
And it is good. And it is super interesting how they end up together and how she ends up with the house.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
But
learned.
I actually, so even when I read it after this
Mm-hmm.
other one, after I read Happy Catastrophe.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh crap, I should have read this one first.
Yeah.
And I was glad that I didn't read that one first. I felt
Okay.
like I needed the information, but maybe that's just because that's the order I read them. I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah.
We get to know some of how they got together. Like we're told the story, but we don't like probably see it in the full novel, right?
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
this that.
Exactly.
But we're told how we got together, and that is cute. It is very cute.
It's
But
very cute.
it's very strange that she was like married and like I don't know. I was just like not strange she was married, but it's like she was married to like the matchmaker's nephew, and then the matchmaker was like, "No, you can't be with my nephew. You have to be with this other guy." And I'm like, "That's insane." Like, okay, sure,
The
whatever.
magic.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like the whole idea that there are people who are meant to be together. I don't know if I believe that,
yeah,
but it's a nice thought. I mean, it's a nice thing to believe, but
yeah,
I feel like there's lots of people that you could be with.
yeah. And I also think that like that's a problem I have with the book. It's not that they believe that, but like, do I believe that? It's like absolutely not. So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's not just like a kind of little like life story that could be viewed in a bunch of different religions or could be viewed in a bunch of different like life ideas about the world works or whatever. It's like specifically this belief is what she revolves everything around. And no, I don't like having to like I'm now comparing my morals to hers, and I'm like, I don't know how to like how do I take on some of what you're saying and be like that makes sense without like I don't agree with what a lot of she's saying. And so it's like you have all this ideas about life, but it's like I don't like just make it totally magical or make it like less magical. And then I'll feel better about it. So I'm like, I don't know.
I like just a bit of magic, right? I
Yeah.
believe that in just a bit of magic. I believe in just a bit of the universe, God, whatever it is, the force, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I call it God, but I get that
Yeah.
these are all just different names for the same thing, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um, I don't, yeah, it may not be your thing.
Yeah, it might not be. I don't know.
It's
And
totally fine.
yeah. And I think she's also putting fate, whatever you want to call fate, right? Like you might have different definitions for it, on the universe. So there's fate, and it's be given to us from the universe, specifically the universe. And I'm like,
Right.
okay. And I, what I believe in fate is different from the typical definition. And
Okay.
so I'm like, that comes from
What?
God, right? I believe that fate, I believe fate is what we do. And I believe that it's only fate, and is going to happen because God knows it's going to happen. That's literally it. It's just, if I choose to do this with my hand, that was fate because I'm choosing to do it. And that, I don't know if that makes any sense. My dad's like, that doesn't make any sense. Stop
No.
saying.
Here's where it makes sense is because like it's one of those things where it's like fate, there's a bunch of different things that could happen, a bunch of different things that could be fated.
Mm-hmm.
You choose which door you open, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like fate presents you with four, right? Fate is Bob Barker presenting you. Do you even know what I'm talking about with the showcase?
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
wait a minute.
I know.
Right.
I know what you mean. I know you're talking about a game show. It's the
So now I guess it's Drew
Price is Right?
Carey. The
No.
Price is Right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Price is Right. So you're on The Price is Right. Fate presents you with two doors, but you get to choose which door
Yes. And
you want.
yeah, and what I believe through that is like choosing that specific door is your fate because you decided to choose it, and your decisions and what you do. There's no outside force making you choose a door or saying you should choose a door. It's just
Right.
that You choose those doors, and that's like written down in history. Like every move you make, every breath you take will be.
I'll be watching you.
God is watching you, and He is writing down. He knows every move you'll make, every breath you'll take, and then like that song, right? Is that a song?
Yes.
The song. I'm saying that. I'm like, that sounds like a song. It does. God is watching you, like that song, the very creepy stalker song, and He knows everything you're gonna do, and He wrote it down, and then every decision you make is totally your choice. There's nothing outside like you should make this decision. It's just it's what you do, and what you do is what you'll do. I don't know. And my dad's
too much different than what Marnie believes.
I don't know. It seems like she's like very like it's the right decision for you to make. And like I don't know.
I believe that too, but I also believe that we don't always like we're allowed to make the wrong decision. Right?
Yeah. And I guess like
we do.
It is the same as Marnie because like
and maybe Marnie did. I don't know. You'll find out.
It'll turn out the way it's supposed to be because you're making those decisions. Like if maybe someone's life's gonna end horribly, and that's the way it's supposed to be because you made those decisions, and that's your right to have, a horrible life. I don't know, right? Like I don't know.
All right, keep reading because I'm curious. As the book goes on, if your opinion of Marnie changes.
Okay. I'll keep reading, I guess.
I don't think it will, but it's a fast book. It goes quick. It's going to be like a couple of hours of your life.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep reading for a little bit, and we're gonna see what happens. I hope it changed. I hope I like it. Like I was excited to start it.
One of my favorite books. She is probably my favorite author. I will say though, her newest one, I liked it.
Okay.
A lot. But it was it wasn't as great as the other ones for me. Yeah. But it was still like really good.
Okay.
Anyway. All right. Mika's got a ton of stuff to say here. I might have to leave at some point and catch up. Okay. It depends. Claudius is on his way to Austria, but the trains have delays of several hours, so he misses connecting trains. And says he doesn't own a smartphone. I might have to call around to arrange late check-in and stuff like that. Ooh. Okay. Or worst case, try to last minute book a new hotel. Oh, that would suck.
Yeah.
He's going for work. And why are you not going with him?
Good question. Yes. Sorry about not talk about the other book. It's in 21 minutes.
I know. We haven't talked about this other book at all.
I got the copy.
Oh. Is it from the library or you bought it?
I bought it.
Well, okay.
Like $9 on Amazon.
Are you reading the book or you're listening to it now? What are you going to do this?
I'm still listening to audio. I just have this and I'll move the bookmark as I go through chapters.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So last time we left off this book, Grandpa
died. Yes.
Naturally, at a ripe old age.
Yeah.
Okay. And I read on the Discord, you guys are now less suspicious of Harry.
At least I am, yes. And it seems like Jess is too less suspicious as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that makes sense. I think that Mika's theory with like something to do with the dad. Now I'm not totally on the mother got sick and it's one of the sons trying to kill her. I'm more on like it's something to do with the dad. It could be potentially the dad. It could be a son. It could be a daughter. It could be I think it's something to do with the dad. I don't know what, but
I think so too. But I don't know what.
No.
I really don't know what. Because for me, it's because of all the other random women that are maybe connected somehow, but we don't know enough about them to know how they could possibly be connected.
Yeah. I would hope that there's more to the random women than just their women, or that, oh, they rejected me, like Mika said. I would hope that it's like a
I
big
mean, surely all of these women are not the illegitimate children of the dad, are they? How could they be? How could he? I mean, I guess he could have that many illegitimate children, but it's like, if it is like someone who's trying to kill off, if it's someone who wants to kill Adrian because
Mhm.
she is like the illegitimate child, ruined the dad,
Mhm.
and the other women are illegitimate children too. I
He
don't know.
seems, he seems to be. I feel like, okay, if we want to say maybe the grandmother and the wife are specifically to hurt Adrian, why? And the poet killed them too, potentially, right? Okay, in a way. Then
I totally do not believe that.
no, because like
But I, again, am like the only person that doesn't see that. So
if if the other women are also illegitimate children, or women that slept with his father and got pregnant, right,
yeah,
or just slept with his father, then why doesn't he? Why aren't we seeing him killing the people around them? Why is it just Adrian? Maybe because Adrian, maybe it's Adrian's
after,
situation.
why isn't he going after Lena?
Yes, because Lena killed him. Adrian
Lena's
didn't
the
kill
one,
him. Lena did.
and Lena's the one that slept with him.
Yeah, yeah,
Adrian really did nothing but be born.
yeah. But if it's Harry, then that would make sense, because maybe he's in love with Lena and he's trying to kill everyone, and then he's with her.
I,
But that,
it has to be. I think it would be weird at this point in the book. We're halfway through the book. It would be weird for the killer to not be somebody that we've already been introduced with, to, right?
okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
Like for it to just be some completely random bloke.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. I agree with that. Yes, but I thought you
Weird,
meant physically introduced to, but like know of, like,
right?
yeah. So I agree. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a random person. It's going to be someone related to the story in somehow.
It
It
has to be. We're
has to be.
halfway. We can't introduce anyone new. Oh, Claudius's stepmom lives in Austria. Oh, cool.
Hmm.
And to be honest, I do like her, but I'm not that keen on train travel in hot weather. Are you guys having hot
Fair.
weather? We are not having hot weather here in
Really?
Portugal. Well, where I am in Portugal anyway, which is arguably always a lot cooler than we're in like this weird microclimate right in our little seaside town.
Right.
But I haven't heard of like other people, even in Queenborough, which is like, I don't know, a 45-minute drive away. I
Mm.
haven't heard of people being like, it's sweltering here.
Mm.
So
It is. It's been about 80, high 80s, 90 here.
I keep hearing about everyone in the US is having like
Yeah,
like
and
massive heat wave, but 80s and 90s doesn't sound like massive heat wave.
the thing is I feel like it's weird how, at least here where we are in Kentucky, we are eastern, like we're like a southeastern, but we're eastern, I guess you call it. Kentucky, we don't get super super hot weather. I think that in lower southern states it's like 100. Um, but I feel like for us that's really hot, and even for like where we lived in Pennsylvania, I think we live more towards the shore, I guess, like I guess eastern. Um, yeah, it didn't get that hot either. I don't know. I think 90 is hot. I think 85 is
Oh,
hot.
90 is super hot.
So there are places in the United States that are getting to like above 100, and where Roe lives, it's been above 100 every single day for a couple weeks, basically. And that
That's
is insane. And she lives in California. Um,
Yeah, that's unusual.
yeah. Hmm. And it's like, I guess I don't know. I also think it's going to get hotter because like August is our hottest month,
Yeah.
which I don't know if that's normal. I feel like in Philly, like August started to cool down, and so like July was the hottest month, or June was the hottest month.
Oh. No, in New York, August was definitely the hottest month,
Okay.
like by far, hot and humid. Like
Hmm.
June and July would be hot, but August just got the heat and humidity. And I remember that also from when I grew up, like in Indiana during the summer.
Hmm.
August was always like, in Ohio when I was in college, August was the worst month because it
Wow.
was just super hot and humid.
Maybe I was just like a child and just thought June and July are summer, so they have to be the hottest. But I don't know. Maybe I didn't notice it. But because I used to like the heat. I used to be like outside all the time. I was so tan when I was a kid. And my brother came back from Florida. He went to Disney World. And I was like, I'm still tanner than you. You went to Disney World for a week, and I'm literally still tanner than you. I win, obviously.
Yeah, it was so hot. So we had cool weather and then wham, summer. Yeah. According to the weather report, summer is over again. We're going back to cooler weather tomorrow. Yeah. Uh we have been like the last couple of days, it's been not rainy, but like even a little bit,
Okay.
it's definitely been like heavy cloud cover, which has made it a little cooler.
Mm,
Which is fine by me. I cannot deal with temperatures over 30. I'm like a 20 degrees Celsius kind of
okay.
girl.
Mhm.
65
Okay, yeah.
65 like
Yeah.
kind of girl.
So what would 30 be? 90?
30 is like upper 80s, low night. Like
Okay.
it's hot. It's
Okay.
uncomfortable. Like it's
Mhm.
hot and you're like it's uncomfortable.
Yeah. And like my dad has been like, you have to have the air conditioner on. Like the minute the sprint starts, you have to waiting 10 minutes is not enough. You have to turn it on immediately. Because I feel like it like messes with my audio, but I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, because it's
Um
loud in the
it-
background or
yeah,
something.
it's the window air condition. So yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
It's not on right now. But yeah, and I like 50s. Like I like it to be chilly, but not like I used to like freezing. I used to like my room at 57 degrees. And that's how it became my favorite number. I told
Oh,
my brother-in-law this and he was like, "What?"
57. Your number, your favorite number. Okay.
It is. And it's still my favorite number, but I don't like 57 degrees. I guess like you were saying, like 65, not above, like not 70. 70 is too warm. I
Yeah,
feel like.
like I want it to be where I can wear a sweater.
Okay, yeah.
Like
Mm,
a light sweater, you know?
yeah. Yes.
A light jacket, a
I like to
scarf.
put a blanket on. I need to be able to sleep with a blanket on because I need that. But yeah, no. Yeah.
All right, so should we do a sprint? Are you getting warm? Are you ready to turn that air conditioning on now?
Yes. I might have to see if I can
Yes,
put it on
you
during
ready to do
the chatting.
sprints?
I have to find my remote. So 1 second. Let me put y'all up here. Nice
Okay.
view of my main bed.
I'm actually getting really warm right now too, but that may just be like a hot flash.
I definitely feel like I like literally I woke up at 11:30 and this is what I slept in. You're always so put together and I'm like,
Well, because I've had a whole day. It's like the
oh,
end of
that's
my
true.
day and it's the beginning of yours.
Yeah. This is a 4XL t-shirt. I like sleeping in big shirts. Libby. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there you go. Because my mattress like broke in the middle. Like not the bed frame, the mattress. It's like
Blue?
it what?
What are you doing on your bed that you're breaking it in the middle?
I don't know. I think my cat lays there way too much. And it's like 4 inches deeper than
It's like this big.
the large cat, the
Your
big one.
cat did not break your
The
bed.
13-pound cat is sleeping in the middle there, and it's like 4 inches deeper. So I've been sleeping in the living room because I'm like, I can't sleep on that. So that's why bed is not made. Maybe I should have probably. I haven't been in here since last night. So where are we?
We can see your bed. I can't see your bed.
You could before, but you can't now.
Oh, well, now
Okay.
that we're all close and personal, I can't.
We're up here. Okay. Let me move this thing. Hold on 1 second. Open audiobook. Okay, chapter 16. We're starting on chapter 16. Open table of contents. Okay, so the next chapter is like chapter 16 is like 40 minutes long.
Ooh,
And
okay.
then the chapter after that's like 30 minutes. And then the next, okay, so yeah, 17 is like 30 minutes. And then chapter 18 is like, what? Is like, I guess 30 minutes again. So you want to do like 16, 17 or 16, 17, 18?
All right. If we want to try to finish part 2 tonight,
Yeah.
how long are 19 and 20?
19 is I don't this is confusing. I'm sorry. So 19 is 49 to 22. So it's about 30 minutes again, and then 20 I don't know cuz my thing won't scroll down.
Okay. So they're all, I guess, about 30.
Yeah. So should we do 3
All right.
again?
So, do you want to do 2 and 3 or 3 and 2?
I guess
Should we do a long sprint to begin and a short one after, or a short sprint to begin and a long one after?
I guess let's do 3 and then 2.
All right.
So 16, 17, and 8.
I'm choking on my own spit, which is gross. All right. 16, 17, and 18.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Say done when you're done with 18.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Hang on.
3. Part 3
Okay.
starts on chapter 21. So,
All right. So we'll do 16, 17, 18 now, 20 or 19 and 20 the next one.
yes.
Okay. So 16, 17, 18. Say done when you're done with 18. And we are good to go. All right. Ding, ding, ding. All right. I'll see you in hour and a half, whenever. After
Yes.
18.
Yes. Bye.
All right. We just said, is Mika still reading with us?
Okay, yeah. One second.
All right, cool. So we are all done. Hang on, let me get rid of this. Okay.
Question. Real quick question. Is my air conditioning too loud?
No, I can hear it, but I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it on because my dad was like, "You have to leave it on."
Are you too hot?
Yeah, I can't. I don't think turning down's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah, no,
So-
leave it on. It doesn't bother me.
Okay, good.
All right.
I'm just I'm so happy.
All right. Tina, what do you have to say?
Not really anything specific, but it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so like, I'm so happy that happened, and I'm like, great place to end. I was like, oh my god, they're about to kiss. Ah!
Tina's in love with love, and I'm like, "Eh." And I know,
You
Mika,
don't
what
like
do you
it?
think? I was like,
Wait, say what you just said again,
just
because
the
you
whole
froze up,
ending
and
of
I
it,
couldn't.
it was like, this is like, so she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I like ran into you, and he's like, do you have to
Don't
be?
be
And I'm
sorry.
like,
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
like,
So they're talking about. So they turn around, they bump into each other.
oh, corny.
No, I thought it was cute. I like corny scenes, and I like what Nori does with love, and I like how everyone was like, "Is it a date? Is it not a date?" And his friend was like, "It's a date," and he was like, "No, it's not a date." And then her family was like, "It's not. It's a date. It's a date." And she's like, "No, it's not a date." And then now they're like literally like up against each other in the kitchen about to kiss, and I'm excited for it.
All right. I mean, all right.
So why?
I'm not into it. I'm not seeing that there's a lot of
I don't know.
passion.
Why don't you like it? Is it just because there's nothing
Oh,
there?
I do like it. I don't, there hasn't been like really, other than when they were kids at the very beginning, where we were like, okay, obviously these two are gonna like fall in love and get married.
Yeah.
Their whole adult lives have not been very, like, they just haven't been interested in each other.
Agreed. Yeah. I do wish there was more there. I wish that there was more, I don't know, invisible strings going from them being kids and maybe them having a crush on each other, because they didn't really have a crush on each other when they were younger. I wish there was that, but there isn't. But I don't know. Maybe the invisible strings will develop as we go through the book. Hopefully.
I mean, yeah, I hope if they're going to be together, like Mika's laughing at us. Yeah, if they're going to be together, they have to have like some kind of passion, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But at least I was happy to see that. I don't know if I was happy to see, but we talked on Monday about how like she's never had a boyfriend. Like we've never even heard about her dating anyone.
Yeah.
But then now apparently she has dated other people. So I was like, okay, at least we know something about her interests, like that she's, at least semi interested in having a relationship with somebody. Recently. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can skip the next chapter. Yeah. Although maybe Nora skips the next chapter. Maybe she just jumps into like the poet or something. I don't know.
So I don't know, because Nora, do you mean, because there might be some details we don't want to read right now? I'm assuming that's what Mika means by that. Yeah. And I am not good in that chapter.
Sexy time.
Although
I'm not sure that there is. I don't know that there is. I don't feel like these people are that sexy to each other.
It seems like they're talking in the next little bit. So I don't think anything's actually happening.
No, they're going to talk like they don't really like each other. You're like, they're going to kiss, they're going to kiss. And me and Mika are like, oh my God, they do not like each other.
Or maybe things are happening. I think things might actually be happening here.
Oh my God, it's probably going to happen. We're halfway through the book. If they're going to fall in love, it has to be now.
Okay.
He
But I
was
don't
like,
think what is happening here. I'm confused. So I don't know. Nora doesn't.
woo.
There's mentions of a bed and that they're like walking around. If they're walking, they are around the bed. I don't know if they're on the bed, but if they're around the bed. Um, or maybe I'm reading it wrong. I don't know. I think that nowadays Nora doesn't write as much like detail. I don't think that there's gonna be that. Not that there won't be scenes, but she in her older categories there was either nothing or there was a ton, and it was crazy. Not
Yeah.
crazy, but you know.
Yeah.
Generally for one of those books, more of like a desire Harlequin, not like an Amish Harlequin, you know.
Yes.
But
Yes. Yes.
not I would say like a ton, but some. And then it like she has like different areas. Like I feel like in the JD Robb stuff, she writes a ton of it, and then like a lot of graphic stuff like murder and all of that. But I feel like nowadays she writes it a lot more mellow with her like books like this. It won't be too bad, and I think that she uses certain words to describe things when bad things are happening. So she makes it very like if there's a scene like this, it's gonna be very like flowery and romantic and like metaphors. And
Great.
if like if
Gardening
someone is like
so there are going to be some gardening metaphors.
maybe
Things are getting pruned, things are getting plowed, things are getting raked. What's going on?
Not like that. No. Like very emotional. And then if she's writing like yeah, that's what I mean, emotional. And then if she's writing like something in a JD Robb book, and it's gonna be like murder and like crime is happening and stuff like that, like sexual assault crime, it's gonna be like specific words and like very like clear cut, I guess. So she doesn't use those things unless something bad is happening. So I think it should be like I don't think Mika's gonna get like upset and skip the chapter. I hope not, at least. I wouldn't think.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see if they get together. I have a feeling. I don't know. All right. What do we think about Lena?
I really liked that. I don't know. I think that it made sense to be like, let's try to ease into a relationship and let's not like we're Rory and Lorelai like immediately. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like immediate best friends, but it was just like let's try it. I'm apologizing for what I have done, and the daughter's like, you don't need to, but she's like, I feel like I have to, and I think that's good that she did, even if like, because I think if she didn't, then it wouldn't be taking responsibility for all the time she wasn't there, and I think that even if her daughter doesn't want the apology, it's good to have the apology.
I don't think I've ever read a book where the mother, like, I feel like her apology was genuine. I don't think I've ever read a book where like the mother did like a genuine, hey, I've been a shitty mom and I want to change that.
I don't know if I have. Holly, can you hear my cat crying?
Yes.
I'm gonna let her out. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry about that. She wanted to leave. Anyway, she has a litter box and food in here. She's fine, but whatever.
She's had enough of the love talk.
Yes. I don't know either. But I think Nora does really well with. Nora writes a lot of abusive parents and healthy parents and like that, and she writes a lot of parents that are like kind of there, but they're not really there, and then they get kind of resolved in a way of either being there or not being there. I definitely read a book by her that there was that where her parents had abandoned her and like didn't want to be in her life because she had a child and she wasn't married. And by the end of the book, she's like, if you want to see my daughter again, then you're gonna have to like love me too. Like you can't just watch my kid and like hate me. So if you like, you have to start caring about me, or I'm never talking to you again. And so they try to heal from there, and I think they do heal from there. So like, I don't know. I think it. I don't know. I think Nora's really good at parent-child relationships. And that's what I think a lot of her books are about.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this one. And so what do you think about the escalation of the poet? And Lena was like, hey, this is not, now I'm getting worried, right?
I think that was a good decision. I think that was making up for when she didn't make it. Like,
Yeah.
she
thought it was
maybe she shouldn't have done that. Maybe she shouldn't have done that much back then. But I think she did. I think she did. I don't know. I think she did good for trying to protect her daughter for the first time. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. This is crazy. So it seems like the PI would have tracked him down a little bit. We don't know who he or she. It's interesting because the PI thought it might be a woman.
Yeah.
Or was
the PI said
it
it could definitely be a woman. And it's kind of leading up to like, so is the PI or is not PI, sorry, is the poet in Maryland? Or is he in Pennsylvania? That's where he lives. Because I feel like it to me it seemed like he's a lot closer than we think. So maybe he had to buy that he had to buy that postcard in person.
Right. Right.
And so he had to have been in Pennsylvania, or in maybe even Maryland to buy the
Or in,
postcard.
there's only like 3 cities he could have been in, right? 3 little
Yes.
towns, which is like creepy that that he's in one of he at least was in one of these 3 places.
Yeah. And that makes me think that it might be someone who's close to her. It might be someone who's like you were saying in the beginning, like actually like someone she knows, or like or like in the town. Like, what about that guy who was flirting with her?
Lauren, her old friend. Oh, the contractor guy that's working on the school.
Yeah, was that just to be like, oh, she likes Aiden, or not Aiden? What's his name? Rylan. That's her name.
Yeah.
Oh, she likes Michelle. She likes the guy clearly she has a romance with. Or is that to be like, he was being a little bit, I don't know. I was just like, is this him? Is this possibly, potentially just a creepy guy in town? Is this man?
I don't know. And I didn't get that he was creepy, but he was definitely flirty.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it's possible. At this point, I feel like the poet could be anyone. And
I don't know. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But we also, nobody else got murdered in those 3 chapters, did they?
No, they didn't. Okay, good. Yeah.
Nobody got murdered. Nobody died.
And another baby was born as well.
No.
Also, like, that was a really cute scene. I liked the 2 of them, and that was really cute. Of like, I don't know. It was just I thought that was a cute scene.
The one at the end?
No, the one, yes, but I'm talking about the baby, like us going to the house after the baby was born.
Oh, okay.
And it was just a week later, and then like, I don't know. I thought that was cute, and I thought their idea for the book was really good. And I'm like, I want these books. Like, I want to read them. And she has written that before. She has written a writer character that wrote a book and then wrote and published that book. It's
very cool.
Yeah, it's Lawless, and it's a historical romance that one of our characters was writing, and I'm like, I want these like fantasy graphic novels. Like, I want that.
I heard of a book one time where they like one of the characters or something was an Instagram influencer, and they actually set up an Instagram account under that character's name, and they were like doing Instagram
cool.
like it was a real person. Yeah.
And I wish more shows would do stuff like that. Like, I wish more shows and things to do that. Like Jane the Virgin. The main character is a romance author, or is trying to be. You ever watch it?
No.
She's trying to be a romance author, and she ends up writing a romance that's inspired by her grandmother and grandfather, and
Okay.
which I think is a little strange. And then yeah, she publishes it, and the cover is like such like an old like historical romance cover, and it's like that's a little strange. You're writing about your grandparents, but okay. And yeah, so it's I guess it's inspired by that, but also her romances, because she's in a love triangle in the show, and so it's inspired by that and also her grandparents. I never read it, but I read the first couple chapters, I guess, and I was like, I don't know who. Like, I'm confused about who these people are inspired to be. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, had to pop out to see if Claudius would be able to make check-in. Oh, all is well.
Oh, good.
Okay, good.
Yay.
Good.
Exciting.
I don't know what you're talking about, but that's fine. What do you mean you don't know what we're talking about? This time we have only been talking about this book, except for just now when we did Jane.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right, Mika, what have you got for us? What are your thoughts on these chapters, other than you are not interested in the romance? I'm with you, Mika. I'm not buying I'm not buying the romance right now.
I think also what I think will be interesting to see what you guys think as you go on, because Nora typically doesn't do like the couple will be together throughout the book. Like they'll be in a relationship and then they'll have a good like probably a third. I'm assuming they'll be in a relationship by the end of a decent relationship by the end of part 3. By the start of part 3.
Part 2. So by the time we finish tonight, they will be hot and heavy. Madly.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I do like that the mother is trying to make amends. I like it too. I do. Yeah. And yeah. And I also I really did like that she was disturbed by the poet, right? By like realizing, okay, we're all getting death threats and bad mail all the time, but this does seem different to her. I was happy to see her taking it seriously.
Reasonably enough, she wasn't given the chance to, but maybe she wasn't. Her daughter didn't give her the chance to be more worried, because she really never showed them again. But she had a right to. Her mom said it's nothing, it's fine, and she was worried about it, and she didn't want to be shut down again, so she just gave them to other people who cared.
Right.
But
still. Yeah. The mother is basically my mother for real. Same exact personality type. Ooh.
Wow, interesting.
Ooh. Except, and also like, Mika, your mother never had the "I'm sorry for being a bad mother" moment. Or I don't know. How is your mother? Still not getting treatment. Still going on, carrying on with her life. I do like that the mom. It was a nice poignant moment, right? Where the mom was like, okay, my dad's gone, my mom's gone. I thought I was going to have more time to make it up to him or to spend time with you guys, and then it didn't work.
Yeah. I definitely liked that, yes. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either. When we were doing like at the scene with the whole funeral and everything, I was like, I wonder if the mom even came to this funeral.
Yeah.
So I was glad to see that she did.
Yes. Sorry, what were you going to say? I interrupted you.
I don't remember.
Sorry about that.
All right. Should we read the next 2?
Yeah.
It should 2 more chapters to the end of part 2.
Yes.
It'll be part 3 next week.
Yes.
My mom has, I can't read this. Oh, my mom is perked up and is determined to make it many more years. Well, who knows? Maybe she'll beat the odds. Yeah,
Hopefully.
people beat the odds all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yep.
All right. Let's finish part 2. Let me
Yes.
do this. So we're reading chapters 19 and 20.
Yes.
Okay, done. When you're done with 20. All right. I feel like we're kind of getting to the really good parts, right?
Yes.
Like now we're into it. Things are going to happen because it's the end of a part, right? So things are going to happen for real now.
Yes.
I think we're going to have a lot to talk about when we finish these 2 chapters.
Yes.
So, yeah. All right.
Okay.
I'll see you guys in a little while. Okay, we're almost done.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Mika has a little comment here. I expected something to happen at this thing Adrian and her mother were filming, kind of a first showdown. I kind of did too.
Yeah, with the guy who came up from the shadows, I was
Yes,
expecting.
I was like, oh crap, what is happening now?
And it's weird that right after that happens, the PI gets something,
Yes.
and I don't know.
I feel like these two chapters were like, womp womp.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I did. I think because I was expecting something big to happen.
I was too, but maybe there's a reason why there wasn't. I wish there was something relating to him revealed in this part, but revealed in the final bit of this part. But I thought the chapters did pretty good, and I figured I was like, since you're staying on the camera and you were making faces too, I was like, hey, I have to stay in camera and react to the first scene. And I was like, oh my god, I have to like embarrassed, but like honestly, I love them together. And I know I mean, it felt like that moment was like the reveal of all the invisible strings and how like they're friends and they're they might not have had like been in love forever, but they're best friends. They're best friends. I mean, not best friends, but they're really close. And like
They're friends. They're friendly. They're friends.
they're a part of this friend group, and they have history, and it makes sense that they would be together. It fits perfectly, and
You're
I
like,
don't
you're
know.
all
I just
happy about it. You're so happy.
I am. I love them, and I don't know. I just
Oh, I hope he doesn't turn out to be the poet.
but okay, hopefully not. But I don't think he's gonna be. But like I don't know. I mean, I think that I don't know. She writes a lot of like friends for lovers sometimes, and I want to. This makes me want to read more of them because them being friends and then just kind of like breezing and like easing into something else, like just being like, okay, well, this is happening now, and we like it, and that's okay, and it doesn't have to be this like big, huge like fate thing. It can just be like, okay, we're together now, and that's cool, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I sort of am like, all right. I think we all sort of assumed it was gonna happen. So it did.
Yeah, it did.
Fine. I don't know if I see them like being madly in love though at the end of this book, like being together.
I I think
You
whether
think
or
they're
not we think they are madly in love, she's going to write them as madly in love and together forever.
gonna okay? Well, I
Um,
will be interested to see how that works out.
that's what I feel like. I don't know. I don't know if any Nora Roberts books that are like standalones or that are like couple standalones, but they're in a series, end with the couple not being engaged or married.
Oh
Um,
wow.
and
Okay.
in her category romances, she does it kind of not badly, but almost badly, where it's like they're fighting, they hate each other, and then the last chapter they're engaged. And so like I'm like, that's not done great, but I'm assuming they're gonna
Oh,
be I think in everyone they've been engaged or together permanently, I guess. So you might
well,
not like it, but that's probably gonna happen.
that's probably
I
what's gonna
I can also see me not loving it. Like they're not like I don't know if they're ready to get married in
Oh
20,
no,
100
no.
pages like
He's
left in the
still wearing
book.
his wedding ring. Isn't
He
that what she
is.
said? Like, well, I thought that's what she said. Like when her friend was like, "Hey, are you going to make a move on that?" And she's like, "He's still wearing his wedding ring." And then the next weekend, they're like up in the bed. So I'm like, "Hang on a second. Is he wearing the wedding ring? Like, what's going on with this?" Like,
I am seeing when you were talking about her being kind of unhealthy with the fitness. Not unhealthy, but like
yes,
too
like
much.
they have to go work out the next day. What? They have to roll out of bed and she puts like workout clothes on him. Please.
And like when she like touched his bicep and he was like, "You're welcome," I was like, "This is strange." And then with the kid, I didn't like the way they kind of like did what they did with the kid. It wasn't like a bad thing. With like the kid, it was like an overweight kid in the class that was kind of shy, and they.
And she was like, "I'm gonna whip him into shape."
I was like, that's just kind of strange, and I don't know if that's the best. I don't know. I don't know if they did that the best way. So it's kind of like I don't love her job. I don't love her as that job.
Yeah. As that girl. Like she's that girl that is like everybody needs to be trim and fit and whatever. And I'm like, do we all have to be trim and fit?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. 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 Okay, so do we think this Matt Weaver character, Mom's high school boyfriend, is going to be something we need to pay attention to?
I don't know. I think that she might. Is she like red herringing us? Is that a phrase? Red herringing us. Like she's doing that to us. She keeps pulling creepy people out of shadows and making people flirt with her, and like she's trying to get us on our toes, right? Like
yeah.
I think that you're supposed to be creeped out by him, but I don't know if he's going to actually be something.
All right. Well, he's on my radar right now.
I was kind of upset when I read, I was like, Kentucky, and then this guy just comes out and is slashing a girl through Kentucky. I'm like,
I know, a nurse married with like kids. Who is this guy or girl? And what are all of these women? Why is he like stalking and killing these women?
Yeah. And
shoot.
It was just like I don't know.
But I'm curious to know what the private detective found.
Yes.
Because it seems like she wants to talk like soon. Like, can we get together this week?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's going to be some good stuff. Yeah, it is.
It is. Yeah, I want to read more of it. We're not reading any more today, though, right?
No, but we should talk about homework, right?
Yes.
It would be weird if he was the poet. I felt like it has to be a person who has had some significance already.
Agreed.
We don't have a whole lot of suspects for who it could be. It's going to be somebody completely that we never suspect, right?
I guess, yeah.
Like something.
At the beginning of the book, what about? And this might sound crazy. What about her nerd friend's husband? Because when the book started, I kind of was shipping her and then like the straight nerd guy, whatever his name was.
The guy that makes the music.
I guess, yeah. Because Lauren.
Yeah.
Not Lauren. Lauren's married to a man, right?
I don't think Lauren's married at all. I think Harry is married to a man.
I thought Lauren was too, but I could be wrong about that.
I thought Lauren was the one that she just made that pact with, that if we're 40 and still single, we get married to each other. Was that Lauren?
Okay, I thought it was the other guy. I thought it was the other person, the other nerd guy. What's his name?
So many characters in this book.
So many characters. And I also just realized during that chapter that Harry's married. I'm like, he's killing all these people so he can be with the mom. He's married to a man, let alone. And so it's like, I mean, he could be, I guess he could be in love with her and be a bisexual killer, but like, I don't think she's into that. He's married to a man. It's been forever. So
yeah, I don't think it's Harry, but could it be one of her nerd friends or the husband of a nerd friend?
Because
Maybe. I mean, I feel like at this point, I have absolutely no idea. It could be anybody. I have no idea.
no clue. I don't know.
Um, I don't like that the poet sent the last card to the restaurant because you're right. That does mean that he knows like too much about her. Not that, I mean, she's out there in the public eye, so it's not hard to know anything about her. But
Still, yeah.
yeah,
It just,
it's just what.
I don't know. It's getting to where we have to find out something soon, right? It's just been him killing people and like nothing, and like
Yeah,
I don't know what I was gonna say.
like
Even,
no clues at all. Yeah. So do we want to read? Do we want to do homework or no?
I feel like if we don't do homework, we'll end on Wednesday.
Yep.
And then if we do homework, we'll end on Monday.
I
So
think
do we wanna finish Monday? Or do we wanna finish Wednesday, I guess?
well, part of me, well, I was going to say, I feel like more of us are reading on Mondays, but maybe that's not true. Is that true, do you think? Because it'd be nice to finish if all of us were together, but I don't know if Mondays are when people work too.
I don't know if I think Jess probably works on Wednesdays too.
Yeah.
And then Ro actually, I didn't tell you about this. I should have told you. But Ro, I don't think is going to be continuing with us or continuing with the book right now.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it's probably just going to be the three of us and then maybe Jess. I mean, I guess we could figure out our homework if we want to. Maybe like
We could do no homework and finish on Wednesday, or we can do homework and finish on Monday. Do you have a preference?
I guess I don't know. I feel like if I want to keep reading, but I'm also just like I don't want to have to stop and then wait until Monday to finish it. So I guess maybe finish on Wednesday. I don't think I'm going. I think I'm going to my sister's wedding reception on the 20th, and we're leaving the 19th. So a Wednesday isn't too close to that. So Wednesday should be good.
Okay. So let's not do any homework.
No homework.
We'll read 5 chapters on Monday, and then we'll finish the last 5 chapters on Wednesday. Is that it? There's 10 more chapters?
Yeah. 30. Oh my gosh. The 30 is the last chapter. Now, do you have anything else to do that day? Do you think we'll have time to do 5 chapters both days?
Hang on, let me look and see what's happening in my life next Wednesday. I think. Well, can you look and see, like, are each of the last 10 chapters are all about half an hour long still? Most of her chapters have all been half an hour long, but like if for some reason we're at the end of the book and they're going to be 45 minutes long each, that would make a difference, right?
Yeah. It looks like it's about a third. Maybe it's a little more than a third. That's my bookmark right here.
Yeah.
Let me open Living up. I'm gonna need a second. Okay, there we go.
Otherwise, the other option is we all finish it this weekend and we just talk on Monday.
Yeah.
You're like, I would be able to
do that. I don't know.
I like to read the last bit together, though.
Yes, I prefer. I think I prefer when we do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. So, okay, I'm scrolling down. Woo! Okay, recording. Okay. Please work. Please scroll down more. It's not. So the next chapter is from 48 to 25, and then 25. Okay, the next chapter is like 30 minutes. The one after that's like 40, and then the one after that is another 40 minutes, almost exactly, and then the one after that is, yeah. So maybe they are a little bit longer. It's seeming like. The thing is there's like a good section here that's identity. It's a preview for another book. That's a preview.
Well, then let's see Monday. Like maybe we do 6 chapters on Monday and 4 on Wednesday.
Okay.
Or we figure it out. But yeah.
Maybe
Let's
we
do
can.
no homework. Let's do no homework.
Okay.
I know you're dying to read the next chapter. No homework.
No, okay.
And we'll do it on Monday.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then we finish it on Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. Woohoo! All right, I'm very excited. This will be good.
Yes. You're still enjoying it though, right? You don't like the romance.
Oh yeah, I'm still enjoying it for sure. Yeah. Like there's some cringy parts, but yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it.
Okay.
Yeah, Nora's doing me all right.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
All right, Mika, we'll see you next time.
Mhm.
And Tina, I'll see you next time.
Yes.
Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.